Good morning, Calallen. Today on CWN, photojournalism is having a scavenger hunt.
And football had a great scrimmage last night. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Logan, and today is Friday, August 18th, 2023.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
HOSA is having a meeting this week. Here's Mrs. Perales with more.
Hey Cats, I'm Maddie and I'm here with Ms. Perales. And Ms. Perales, I heard y'all have a HOSA meeting coming up soon. Can you tell me more about that?
Yes, we have our first HOSA meeting on Tuesday, August 22nd after school in my room 908. If you need a form or an application, you can also swing by after school, before school, or during your lunch shifts to be able to pick one up from yours truly.
Awesome, thank you so much. And now back to the studio.
Mrs. Luby is doing a scavenger hunt with her photojournalism classes. Here is Riley with more on that.
Good morning, Wildcats. I'm here with
Nicole
and Annabelle.
Today, Miss Lou's class are having a scavenger hunt. Tell me about that.
In this hunt, we have tasks that we have to complete, and for example, we have to make human statues, do yoga poses, moonwalk, dance, make funny faces. And in this class, we have to make sure the exposure is right on the pictures, and it's just really fun.
Yeah, it's just really fun idea, and you just have fun with friends and everything. It's really fun.
I wish y'all best of luck in y'all's hunt. And with that, back to the studio.
The Calallen Business Professionals of America will be having its first meeting next Friday, August 25th at 7:50 a.m. in room 603. If you have registered for the year or are interested in BPA, please make plans to attend.
We caught up with Mr. Jones on how the 24-hour play is going. Here's Luke Mitchell with more.
Good morning, CalallenTV TV. I'm here with Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, I heard you have a show this weekend here at Calallen High School. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, sure. So that's going to be our 24-hour play fest to kind of kick off our season. So what's going to happen is students are going to come to tonight at 5 p.m. if they're interested. It's totally free to do. They will be here from 5 to 10. I will sort them into groups, tell them go, and then they will have to write, direct, memorize all the lines, learn all their blocking, get costumes, props, sounds, lights for the show, all within 24 hours. And then the performance, if you're interested in watching, will be tomorrow, Saturday the 19th at 6 p.m. Auditorium opens at 5:30 to start seating. It should run about an hour long, so 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. We'll have awards after, so if you think it's cool, want to check it out, come by.
Thank you, Mr. Jones, and back to the anchors.
Do you like trivia? Are you interested in competing on television? Then you should join the Calallen KEDT Challenge Team. Tryouts will be held Monday, August 21st in Mrs. Geyer's room, 209, starting at 4:15 p.m. Swing by and see Miss Geyer if you have any questions.
Students are more than welcome to work more than one time slot if they wish. They will receive volunteer hours if they need them, and we will be able to sign off on them, guys. They can reach out via email to confirm their time slots and availability at ncyfl@yahoo.com or call 361-960-6868.
As everybody knows, Mr. Martinez has been doing a lot with tennis, and we wanted to get some insight on what his students are doing in graphic design and BIM. Let's take it to Elias with Coach Martinez.
Hi, my name is Elias Sims, and I'm here with Mr. Martinez. Mr. Martinez, can you give us a rundown on what you're covering right now in business class?
Yeah, so in our BIM 1 class, Business Information Management, we are covering 3 objectives in Unit 1. Professionalism, soft skills, and rules and regulations in the workplace. So what I tell my students is it's super important to be able to have and use all these skills, because whether they want to be in business or whether they want to be an actor, whether they want to be a teacher or anything, soft skills are needed. So students, as you're starting off the new school year, it's a great opportunity to refine your soft skills, your public public speaking, your leadership skills, your creativity. The good thing about soft skills, like I've told my students, is they are not a fixed trait. These traits can be learned and applied to your everyday life. And it could be the difference between you getting hired, not getting hired, getting a promotion, or not getting a promotion, okay? So if you have any questions about professionalism or soft skills, stop by 607 and I'd love to help you, or sign up for my class. Thank you. Have a good day.
Sounds interesting. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
Hayden caught up with Mr. Goodman on Steel Band. Let's hear more about it from them.
I'm here with Mr. Goodman, one of the band directors, and I heard y'all sending a recording to this big time place, and there's going to be a lot of people there. So can you tell me more about that?
Yeah, so our percussion students are in the steel band. That's our group that plays the steel pans, which are commonly known as steel drums. We submitted a recording of 3 tunes last year to the Texas Music Educators Association, TMEA. We've been accepted to play a showcase concert, and it's one of the largest conventions of its kind in the nation. There's going to be about 30,000 people there for the whole convention. It's a ridiculous big honor. It's hard to get into. It's one of the most prestigious things a music program can do, and our Calallen students pulled it off, and we're making it happen.
Thank you. Good luck to y'all, and back to the studio.
We caught up with Mr. Eason about what his students are doing in computer science. Here is the information.
Morning, Wildcats. I'm here with Mr. Eason. His computer science kids are starting coding. Tell me about that.
My computer science 1 kids, my intro ones, they're starting coding this week. The classes typically code in the Java programming language. It's a international, worldwide programming language used in a lot of different devices. If you ever played Minecraft, at least the old version, that's Java. But there's a lot of really abstract concepts in Java that might be difficult for kids that are just learning coding to really solidify. So what we do is we start in a language called Jeru. Jerus are made-up animals, and they live in a made-up island, and they do made-up stuff, right? But what it does is it helps take these abstract concepts in Java and sort of give concrete examples of what those could be. So objects in Java are Jerus, right? Animals. And then the methods that objects can do are just the things that Jerus can do, like hop around the island, plant flowers, get stuck in nets, stuff like that. So I give the kids a couple of weeks to explore this basically diet Java language. And in a way, it should help them solidify their understanding of these abstract concepts. So when we get to Java, they kind of understand what objects are and how to run methods off of the objects.
That'll be all Wildcats. Back to the studio.
It's Mrs. Cash's first time in environmental science, and they just did their first lab. Here is Lakin and Mrs. Cash with more on the lab.
Hey Wildcat, so today I'm here with Miss Cash, and I hear that y'all did a lab recently. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Sure, yes. We did the Tragedy of the Commons lab. So what the students did is they had a bowl which represented a pond. Inside the pond were bingo chips. They used a straw to fish or suck the bingo chips out of the bowl. They had 15 seconds. They would do each round, and the fishing would determine, remember if you watch like the Lorax, and it shows that there are selfish people out there and how it affects the environment and the common people.
And I hear that environmental science is a new course. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, sure. So yes, it is a new course. This is the first time. Super excited about it. Have lots of activities planned and just learning about the earth, kind of an increase on biology in the ecology section. So super excited.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
Now let's send it to Michaela with the rundown on sports right after this quick break.
Good morning, Wildcats. This is just a PSA on leggings. You are only allowed to wear leggings if they go mid-thigh or longer. If not, you will be dress coded. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Maddie, and good morning, Wildcats. Our football team had a fantastic night against Vets. We caught up with one of our varsity football players, Carlos, to see how the scrimmage went.
Hey, Cats, I'm Emma, and I'm here with Carlos. So, Carlos, I heard you scored at the scrimmage yesterday. Can you tell me how you feel about that?
It felt really good scoring. To hear my friends and family cheer in the crowd, it felt very exciting, and I was just really happy I had an opportunity to score.
Perfect. And can you tell me about how you feel about next week's game?
I feel like we've been preparing all summer. We've been working hard, and I feel like we're going to do good and perform good in next week's game.
Perfect. Well, good luck, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to you, Maddie.
Thank you, Michaela. Now here's Candace with today's weather forecast right after this quick break.
Hey Wildcats, I'm Lakin, and today I'm here with Miss Barker. And can you tell me a little bit about if we can or cannot have food in the classroom?
Yeah, that's a good question. We get that asked every year, and especially with freshmen coming into the school. Students, we really do not want food in the classrooms, especially during lunch, because we have other animals, insects living with us in this building, and the food sometimes doesn't get properly thrown away, and that brings out the ants and the kittens. We have had kittens in the ceiling before in the past. If you're an old Calallen student and have been here, we do have animals and wildlife that do live with us, and we would just like for the food to be in one area and thrown away properly. So please do not take your lunches to other teachers' classrooms during the school day.
Thank you, Miss Barker, and back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Happy Friday, everyone. It is finally the end of the first week of school. Hope everyone had an amazing week. Hope everyone's getting used to their schedules. This Friday and also looking into this weekend, we are still looking hot here in South Texas for the time being. Right now, we're looking at a hot temperature of 90 degrees. We're looking at some sunshine, a little bit of clouds. We're looking at 1% chance of rain, and the winds blowing from the south at 10 miles per hour. Looking currently at our radar right now in South Texas and also especially in Corpus Christi, we're looking pretty dry for the time being. But we're looking at a little bit of storms brewing in the east of the Gulf of Mexico, which are going to diminish as the weekend approaches. But it will nothing to worry about, but it will bring us some moisture. So get ready for that humidity as the week approaches next week. Also, we're looking at weather alerts currently right now are still in effect. We're looking at a heat advisory from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. today, heat index of 110 to 115. Plus should be 115. So make sure those athletes bring that water, drink that water, and also have those regular rest breaks. It is important to keep those in mind and also do those as well. Looking further on into the rest of the day, temperature is going to rise up to 95 degrees. We're looking at 0% chance of rain and the winds blowing from the southeast at 10 miles per hour. 4 o'clock temperature is going to rise up to 96. We're looking at winds blowing from the southeast at 17 miles per hour, same chance of rain. And the temperature is going to drop down to 88 degrees at 8 o'clock. We're looking at winds blowing from the 15 miles per hour from the southeast. And then we're looking at minimal chances of rain also all today. Looking further on into the rest of the weekend and also next Monday, we're looking at temperatures still a high of 99 on Saturday, 98 on Sunday, and then consistent on Monday. Minimal chances of rain this weekend, but looking into next week, we're looking at some chances of rain at the end of Monday and also Tuesday and Wednesday, so dress accordingly to that. And the winds are blowing from the 10 to 20 miles per hour, just changing direction this weekend and also on Monday. That's all from weather. Have a great weekend, and back to the anchors.
Thank you, Candace.
Yes, and that's all your announcements for today, Calallen, but it's time for your joke of the day. So, guys, why did the football coach go to the bank?
I don't know, Logan. Why?
To get his quarterback.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.